1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go!
Look, the obvious goal for you is, undisputed champion. When you achieve that, is that it? Like, dreams fulfilled, done, or is there immediate dreams after that you want to continue on with?
I achieved my dream a long time ago, which was, just doing this and not doing another job. That was my ultimate dream, is just to fight full time and not doing a job. I achieved that years ago now, and now in a place financially where I'm good. I'm good to go. But the dream of dreams is to be the best heavyweight of all time, and I feel like I'm right there about to achieve it.
You say that the...
Oh mate, I'd say we're not even at 50. Like, there's so much more. I've got so much to learn, mate. I'm like not even scratch the surface of stuff that I want to be able to do yet. So I'm still like developing. I've got I've had like quite a few fights now, but my actual time in the octagon is very like minimal. So I think the more experience I get in the octagon, the more experience I get on the big stages and stuff like that. Like, you're just going to see me progress. Like, my progression is just going to go through the roof, and you really are going to see like a new breed of heavyweight fighter, I think.
Now. Now.
Oh, that's tiny.
There you go. Nice one. Perfect. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, just go further than you think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Boom.
Tom Aspinall isn't just training to win another fight, he's training to become the greatest heavyweight of this generation. Behind the quiet confidence and humble interviews is a man absolutely obsessed with growth, physically, mentally, and spiritually. While most fighters are resting between bouts, Tom is sharpening every edge of his game, hunting perfection in a sport where the margin for error is razor thin. From the outside, his rise may look sudden, just another name who exploded onto the scene, but look deeper and you'll see years of brutal discipline, smart training, and the kind of mindset that refuses to settle. Every session, every round, every drop of sweat is part of a bigger mission, not just to win, but to dominate. Not just to fight, but to inspire.
Go for it.
Oh, slippy. Well done, Hugo. Good whizzer. I'll tell you what.
Another rising killer in the heavyweight ranks? No matter who stands across from him, one thing is clear. Tom Aspinall is building himself into a complete weapon. A fighter who doesn't just rely on strength or speed, but on preparation, precision, and purpose. What's truly remarkable is that it's not just fans who are noticing Tom Aspinall's transformation, it's the legends of the sport. Across gyms, podcasts, and commentary booths, some of the most respected names in MMA are beginning to say the same thing. Tom Aspinall is different. Joe Rogan, the voice of the UFC and one of the sharpest minds in fight analysis, has repeatedly praised Tom's technical skill and athleticism. On his podcast, Rogan called Aspinall a freak of nature and one of the most well-rounded heavyweights we've ever seen. He went on to say that Tom's movement reminds him more of a light heavyweight than a traditional big man. That kind of praise doesn't come easy from someone who's called thousands of fights.
Aspinall's a freak. Like, I've seen a lot of heavyweight, even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem.
I wonder if it's going to get him to that point. All this talking from Aspinall, so they get him motivated, right? I don't want a heavyweight motivated John Jones if I'm on the other side.
Yeah. Aspinall is like, we've only seen him smash. We've never seen him be the nail.
Nobody ever, right? And I thought Pavlovich was going to be the one that's like, all right, it's going to be a banger. And then he just puts him to sleep.
And he took Pavlovich's fight with a fucked up rib.
Michael Bisping, the former middleweight champion and fellow Brit, has been one of Tom's biggest supporters. Bisping has gone on record saying that Aspinall has the potential to be the greatest heavyweight the UK has ever produced, and maybe even one of the greatest ever, period. He's talked about how Tom's mindset, combined with his physical gifts, makes him a nightmare matchup for anyone in the division. Coming from a former champ who knows what it takes to reach the top, that says everything.
I think Tom smokes him. I do. And I think John is probably very conscious of that threat as well. I'm not saying he doesn't think he can win, but he understands that this will be a tough fight. But they're all tough fights. They're all supposed to be tough fights.
I think what he's doing is playing a really smart game. I mean, leading up to his last fight with Stipe Miocic, he was kind of dismissing the fight. And that just made everybody want to see the fight even more. So I think he's playing like a stroke of genius here and annoying everybody, pissing off Tom Aspinall and just ramping up the excitement for the fight. I think the fight will happen later this year, if not this summer. So until we know that, it's not fair to say that he's ducking here.
Heavyweight with that kind of speed. He's never fought anyone with the strength of Tom Aspinall either. All of these things are problems that John Jones has never seen. And for Tom Aspinall, there's a lot of footage out there of John Jones that he can study. He can sit down with his team and just come up with a meticulous game plan of his own.
Even Chael Sonnen, never one to hand out compliments freely, has shown respect for Aspinall's discipline and composure. Sonnen highlighted Tom's short-notice victory over Sergey Pavlovich as one of the most intelligent heavyweight performances in recent memory. That wasn't luck, he said. That was preparation. That was a fighter who knew exactly who he was and what he came to do.
These boys he's putting down, these are the big heavyweights. And I'm talking about size. I'm talking about actually getting on the scale and what they tip the scale at. Right? It's no different than you go up to a tree, a little whippy tree that blows in the wind. You punch it and it moves. Well, think about hitting an oak tree. You punch it, but it doesn't move. It hurts your hand. The same punch. It's a lot like punching somebody. A guy that's a big guy is hard to put down. It's hard to hurt him. That shock that goes through the body, well, that gets absorbed in your ass and your hips. Tom's still touching these boys one time. Mike Tyson had a hard time putting down the heavyweights that were 240, 250, 260. These are the guys that Tom is touching one time. This is a shocking power, guys.
On the ground level, trainers and MMA insiders are taking notes too. High-level coaches have called his gym a laboratory because of how advanced and structured his training has become. Nutritionists marvel at how he balances strength with speed, mass with movement. Some trainers have pointed to his strength and technique as the new standard for top 1% athletes.
Really impressive. Really, 60 kilo dumbbells, pretty much maxed out that incline bench, maxed out the pec deck. Let's be honest with ourselves, there's not a lot of people on the planet that can do this kind of weights. It's literally in the top, I'm going to say the top 1% of lifters cannot do that.
Even fellow fighters, his potential rivals, have been forced to give credit where it's due. John Jones, the reigning UFC heavyweight champion, tweeted shortly after Aspinall's interim title win, "He looked sharp. It was brief, it was cryptic, but coming from someone as calculated as John Jones, it was a message that didn't go unnoticed." Francis Ngannou, now competing outside the UFC, once said in an interview that Tom was the most technical guy in that division right now. High praise from a man known for terrifying knockout power.
Would you rather see him face Aspinall or would you rather see him face Pereira?
Aspinall will be a more challenging fight because Aspinall respond to a ground game better than Pereira. Aspinall will respond better in wrestling than Pereira. He can do whatever.
All of this adds to the energy surrounding Aspinall's current camp. He's not just training in silence anymore. The MMA world is watching, talking, waiting, and Tom, he's still focused, still grinding, still walking into the gym every morning like no one knows his name. That hunger, that refusal to believe he's made it is what separates the elite from the legends. The pressure is building, expectations are rising, but if there's one thing everyone agrees on, it's that Tom Aspinall is rising to meet the moment, not running from it.
stones the shoulder. Let's go, man. It's a heavy one. Yeah, oh, it's got up. Oh, it's got up, yeah, it's got up. Yeah, perfect.
Inside his gym, the atmosphere is different. This isn't a camp built on hype. This is a camp built on obsession. From cutting-edge strength routines to advanced recovery systems, from intense sparring rounds to mental conditioning sessions, everything is dialed in. No wasted movements, no distractions, just forward pressure in every sense of the word. Because Tom Aspinall isn't chasing belts, he's chasing legacy, and he's doing it one training session at a time. Every morning starts with purpose. No late starts, no cutting corners. Tom's team operates like a machine, each part fine-tuned to push him toward peak performance. Whether it's the early morning cardio sessions or late night film breakdowns, there's an energy around him that screams one thing: championship mindset.
There you go. Next one is sit. Come on. Now let's hit those feet to the top. You good?
Yeah. His training isn't just about punching and kicking harder. It's about being better, sharper, smarter, faster. In a division where one mistake can cost you everything, Tom trains like a man who refuses to leave anything to chance. His striking sessions are crisp and calculated. Pads pop with sniper-like accuracy. Footwork drills are relentless because Tom knows that in a division full of giants, movement is everything, and that's where he shines. He doesn't plod forward like the typical heavyweight. He glides, pivots, angles out, and resets before his opponents can react.
Just working and working, that's it. That's all, mate, that's all I've done since like before Christmas. I've just been non-stop working for this.
Push him back. No kicks forward, no kicks. Stop. No pressure. You got 10 steps, so let's move. Back hand. Dig. 1, 2, go.
In recent weeks, Tom's team has brought in a range of sparring partners, each one chosen for a specific reason. A fast puncher to mimic Pavlovich's speed, a heavy wrestler to simulate Curtis Blaydes' pressure, a technical striker with a long reach, preparing for the possibility of facing John Jones. Every round has a purpose. Nothing is random.
Fight! Fast as you can, come on!
But it's not just about the physical. Aspinall is as much a student of the mind as he is of the body. Visualization, breathing exercises, meditation, these aren't gimmicks, they're tools. Tools to calm the chaos before a storm, to slow the mind in a high-speed battle. He's been working with mental performance coaches who help him stay focused and clear-headed under the brightest lights. And then there's the strength and conditioning, next level stuff. Functional power, not just brute force. Olympic style lifts, agility ladder drills, explosive sprints. He's training to move, not just to hit, because he's not looking to win decisions. He's looking to finish, to make statements, to leave no doubt. Tom has also embraced science in a way few fighters do. His recovery game is elite. Cryotherapy, mobility work, red light therapy, massage, ice baths, and state-of-the-art tracking of everything from sleep cycles to cortisol levels. The data tells a story, and Tom listens. When his body needs to push, he pushes. When it needs rest, he gives it rest. That balance is rare in this sport, but it's what allows him to stay fast, powerful, and fresh fight after fight. Surrounding him is a team of killers, coaches, sparring partners, nutritionists, physios, all bought into the mission. There are no egos here, just unity. Everyone's in it for one reason, to take Tom Aspinall from interim champion to undisputed legend. What do you think? Will Tom's training be enough to overcome Jones? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at the world's top fighters.